What's going on, you guys? It's Game Day Gambler here, back to recap yesterday's picks and give some more research-based picks out here. Um, Matt Olson did not get a hit. However, we did not anticipate he wasn't going to face the starting pitcher that we researched on yesterday. He actually faced a lefty coming out yesterday, so that wasn't ideal. But the lefty did only last an inning. He did get one at bat against Canning, which was definitely underwhelming to me. I thought that we could at least get two or three out of him, just because he's one of those pitchers that can blow up really easily and get out of the inning before five, which he ended up doing. He came out of the inning in the fourth inning, so he really Matt Olson got one at bat against him and just didn't really look good. Didn't look like he should have. So I did Matt Olson didn't do it, but Michael Harris and Drake Baldwin both were hits. They both hit a home run. Mike Yaz got us a hit yesterday, so good for him. He hit along with two 350 plus flyouts from Olson and Michael Yaz, so just unlucky there. The Braves did win, as we talked about. The lefties were just too much for Canning, as expected. Jose Ramirez did come back sloppy. Seems he just didn't really get the hitting confidence that I thought he was going to. I just I like players coming back from injury, but I don't really care for Jose Ramirez too much just because he can get in slumps. So hopefully he comes out of that. He's a really great player. I do like him a lot, but just don't really like him batting against a slump. So let's look at these games that are coming up. We have an early game tomorrow, 4:10. The Brewers and the Rockies. Looks like the Brewers are at home here, so no thin air for my home run people. But I still got a couple plays from this game just because the Rockies pitcher I am not a huge fan of. Sagano is just not very good. I mean, 90 X velocity average. I mean, you have 7, 8, 9 hitters hitting them with 90 exit velocity, hard hitting almost half of the time. So slugging, he's hitting at 560. I mean, that's really, really bad. He's also a righty, so I do love Bowers' spot here. He does, let's see, he does pitch to four seamer a lot. Does look like Bowers absolutely destroys the fastball. I do like Mitchell here as well, just because I like to give out one or two people that I like because it seems like the person behind the batter that I always bet on also goes. So I don't mind Trio here. Trio has kind of definitely didn't have his best game last game. Definitely has cooled off a little bit. He was really hot there for a minute, but Jake Bowers is pretty consistent. Whenever he has a 53% or above, he does launch one. So he's only hitting 461 slug, which is pretty good. But against this guy, I think he's really going to get one out. So I think either him or Mitchell is my plays here. The next game I want to talk about is this game. The Cubs. The Cubs are pitching Boyd. Boyd is giving up 90 average exit velocity as well, 45% hard hit, 441 slug, which isn't great with the slugs, but I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but Emerson Valdez has just been amazing here recently. Doesn't matter the hands of the pitcher, even though it is a platoon average. Doesn't I don't care about the hands on this guy. This guy is just crazy. I mean, 13 home runs and 131 plate attempts. It's just absolutely insane. He does hit the fastball really well, but it really doesn't matter what you pitch to this guy. I mean, he's just killing everything. Off speed pitches, I mean, he just doesn't see enough of those. That's just not enough size there for me to judge that. Just doesn't see a lot of off speed pitches there. We're gonna look at the next game here. I do like Cattell Marte here. So the Diamondbacks haven't released their pitcher yet, but Zach Littell I am not a fan of. Marte's a switch hitter, so 91 average exit velocity. Doesn't really matter the hands here because Marte's a switch hitter, so Let's see what pitch he throws. He throws the slider and the four seamer the most. Doesn't really, I mean, maybe a couple of pitches more for the slider, but let's see what Cattell hits here. Cattell just absolutely kills the fastball and a breaking ball. He kills at 6 home runs there. So, if he doesn't get the fastball and he gets the slider, I still think he's all over it. So I do like Cattell Marte's spot there to at least get a hit, even maybe a home run. But I'm just going to put him on here for now, just because I believe that he'll get a hit. Home runs is obviously not consistent. You can't really predict a home run, but I do like these guys to at least push one to the wall. Um, let's see. We got the next game we have the Yankees and the Phillies. Personally, I'm not really touching this game because it's Will Warren and Luzardo. I mean, they're both solid. Don't really get a lot of hits on them. The Phillies are also pushing the Braves, so they're going to be really, really, really pitching their aces here going down the stretch here. I don't love Grant Holmes, if I'm being honest with you. Even though I am a Braves fan, that's even worse than I'm a Braves fan because this guy really does not do it for me. Um, he has only 42% hard hit, which is really crazy because it seems like he gets a lot of home runs hit on him. So he throws righty. I do like Pete Alonso's a righty, so I'm not really a big fan of taking the bat on bat. I like he's a righty as well. Gunnar Henderson, I'm always a fan of, just because he just launches one. He's got the platoon average. He's been on a hitting streak here recently. Let's see what Dylan Beavers. I don't really care for Dylan Beavers, but he does. He is a lefty. He also has the ability to hit one out of the park. Let's see here. As far as the Braves go, the Orioles haven't announced their starting pitcher yet. So I'm not going to worry about this too much, but I'm not a big fan of trying to predict who's going to do what if they don't have the pitcher announced. So I'm going to try to stay away from Sasaki here. Sasaki hasn't been great, but he's really emotional. So I just feel like he can bring it back. I mean, he cares. So I don't think that he's going to continue to have a bad game. However, Manea, I'm not a big fan of. He just doesn't give anything up as far as home runs go. 408 slug. So I mean, he gives some home runs up. I like Singo more for this home run. But if I were to bet someone on home runs for the Mets, I do want to look at Juan Soto, just because he's a lefty. He's just absolutely killing the ball at 48%. I do like AJ Ewing as well, just because he's young. He just doesn't. Sometimes he can either go over four or he could hit a home run and a double and almost hit for the cycle. So he's just inconsistent. I do like Juan Soto here most, just because his slugging percentage is 589. It's not really too much to talk about there. I do like Otani against anyone. He's just the best player in baseball. Even though he's not having a great year this year, he's just might be the best player of all time. So I just anytime he's playing, I never really run him just because he's hit plus like 195 to hit a home run. But if you're one of the guys that doesn't care about plus 100 home runs, by all means, Shohei Ohtani's always got a good matchup. Doesn't matter who's pitching against him. So let's see. We got Tampa Bay and Cleveland next. So Shane is not really great. He is a righty, or he's a lefty. So I'm going to look at Ramirez here. I know I never really go back to people who've been in a slump when they come back, but I just feel like Ramirez is just he's been so solid when he's in the lineup this year. It's just from yesterday, just really, really sluggish performance. Didn't really care for that. But he does usually bounce back. So I do like him for a hit. Let's see. What do we have here? We have Joey Cantillo. I'm not gonna mess with him. He's pretty solid. 87, only 37% hard hit. I'm not gonna mess with him. He's pretty solid. Um, let's see. What else do we have here? We got Toronto and Boston. Not okay. Again, 88 exit velocity, hard hit only 35. Slugging only 327. I mean, if you look at these numbers, it's 601 with Shane Bieber. If you know me, you know I hate and cannot stand Shane Bieber. I don't know if you seen my video yesterday, but not a big fan of him. But I mean, he's pretty average among those. But you have like people like Kevin Gosman who do give one up, Brandon Little, people like that. But Shane Bieber is really the worst pitcher on the Blue Jays. So I'm not really a big fan of betting against this guy. But if I did have to bet on it, it'd be righty. I mean, anytime that you have a righty, you have to look at Willier. Willier just hits the ball really good against righties. Um, I am not, and especially I think he hit like 6 home runs in 8 games, or in 4 games or something like that. He's been going crazy here recently. So I'm not really too concerned about these numbers here, just because he's just on a different planet right now. So my pick for this game would definitely be Wilyer Abreu, just because he has been absolutely seeing the ball really good. So we're gonna move on to our next game at San Diego and Miami. So Ty France has been hitting the ball amazing, but they don't have a pitcher listed yet. So as I've said before, I hate to try to guess what pitcher they're gonna pitch just because they have so many. I really don't mind Ty France against anybody right now, just because he is absolutely killing the ball. 50% hard hit. He's slugging 446. So he's just, I mean, 15 home runs already this year, just absolutely going crazy. Um, so I like his spot in every. I mean, I feel like he kind of took Fernando Tatis's slugging power. So I definitely like his spot in any of these. Let's look at the pitcher here for the Padres. So he throws righty. I do like Kyle Stowers. Kyle Stowers at 54% hard hit percentage, launch angle at 17. I mean, you don't really see a lot of people have numbers like this. He does have a kind of a lower slugging rate, but I believe that's a little bit inaccurate just because of the start he had to the year. He had a really bad start to the year. He didn't hit his first home run until like May. So he's really good. He's will continue to be good. He hit 25 home runs last year. He's only hit 12 this year. It's definitely time to push for Kyle Stowers. So I do like his spot here a lot. If I had to pick anyone off of the Miami Marlins, it would be Stowers and then maybe Griffin. Griffin has been killing the ball here recently as well. Also bats lefty. So I like Stowers and Griffin as well for hits. I do like Stowers for home runs as well. So we'll add him. And I also like him for hits as well. And this goes for obviously for all of these, just because if I expect him to get a home run, I expect him to at least get a hit. So let's see. Next game we have is the White Sox and the Astros. So we have Spencer Arrighetti on the mound. Not great. I do like going against Davis Martin. He is not great. 90% exit velocity. He does throw righty, so obviously a Yordan Alvarez is just insane. 94 exit velocity, 53 hard hit. I mean, I don't think I've ever in my life seen anybody slug 721. I mean, this guy is crazy. I also do like Cam Smith. Cam Smith is a really sleeper here. I don't mind Isaac Paredes either, but my number one player on this game, although it's chalk, it has to be Yordan Alvarez, just because he's a lefty and he's hitting. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Davis Martin at all, so I definitely would take Yordan there. And so we have the Mariners and the Rangers. Let's see. We got Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller is he's been good as of recently, but he has definitely struggled at the start of the year. Mackenzie Gore definitely can get blown up a lot. He has 383 slugging rate, so he's just on the borderline of being bad when it comes to that. Only has 89% exit velocity. Again, when you factor all of the 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters, that's pretty good for the hitter. I would definitely go against that just because I don't think that's very good. So we're going to look at Mackenzie Gore. He bats and throws lefty. Doesn't really matter what he bats. He's a pitcher. But we're going to look at a righty. Julio Rodriguez is kind of hard to miss. He kind of jumps out of the screen at you just because he's slugging 474, 90% exit velocity. Just Randy Azarena and is another one, 91 exit velocity, slugging 418. Not as much as a slugger, but definitely still like his spot. He's a righty. Canzone, he's a lefty. I'm not really too worried about him. I'm not going to bat on. I'm not going to say he's going to bat lefty on lefty, so I'm going to leave him alone. Luke Riley, same thing. I don't remember if he's hits lefties well or not, but again, I just don't like to do lefty lefty too much if I can help it. Um, Let me see. So the Bryce Miller pick, he's a righty. I mean, anytime that you see a righty, you have to look right at Jock Peterson or Jake Berger. Jake Berger is really, really good too. He slugs 406, but Jock Peterson, man, he's just slugging 458. Brandon Nimmo as well. I just can't, get around to believe that Brandon Nimmo is hitting home runs how he's hitting this year, and I just don't think. I mean, eventually it's got to stop. So I don't want to be on the side of it's gonna stop this time. But he does bat left, so if you do believe in Brandon Nimmo, give it a shot. I mean, he's been killing the ball as of recently. He's 33, so he's never batted like this in his career. He's had like 25 home runs, 23. I mean, he can get there easily this year, just because it's right after All Star break. So I definitely don't mind Brandon Nimmo. I just 510 slugging. I mean, this is just insane from him. However, as you say, ride the hot wave. So Brandon Nimmo might be the play here. I do like Jock Peterson and Jake Berger more though. If I were to go with one. So next game here, we're gonna go to the Athletics and the Twins. So looks like they have Zebby Matthews. I'm not touching Jacob Lopez on the mound just because 85 exit velocity, 31% hard hit. I don't care too much about him trying to get a hit off of him. I mean, that's just pretty good. Honestly, I don't really touch pitchers with that exit velocity. I mean, he's got he's literally got the lowest exit velocity on his team. So I'm not gonna touch a Twins batter this game. It's my research is gonna be all over the Athletics. So we have a righty pitcher on the mound with a 459 slugging average, which is horrible. So he's gonna get blown up. I do like Soderstrom. He's a lefty. Lawrence Butler is also super sneaky, just because of the platoon. I mean, I don't know if you ever can ignore Shea Langoliers, especially after the tweet that came out that said he wasn't going to get traded. I feel like he's a little bit more comfortable in his shoes now. Jacob Wilson has been hitting the ball well recently, but obviously his numbers don't show, so I'm not going to do anything there. But my favorite two for a home run in this game would have to be Lawrence Butler and Soderstrom. My sleeper in this game would have to be. I don't really care for Wilson. Colby Thomas. I don't really. He's kind of meh to me. he's been really good as of recently, but he's still mad because righty versus righty don't really care for it. Max Muncy, same with him. I mean, the problem with the Athletics is they just too many righties, and you need a lefty as Soderstrom or Butler. So to get a hit, I mean, I think Henry Bolt definitely gets a hit. He's pretty solid when it comes to that. Not a big slugger, but definitely a get on base guy. Like love his hits play always. So we're gonna go to the next game here, which is the Reds and the Cardinals. So in this game, we have Rhett Lauder, which is horrible, and Dustin May. So this might be the home run derby of the night. But for me, I see he throws right. Jordan Walker, he's a righty, so I mean, it's really hard to stay away from Weatherholt and Burleson. They're both killing the ball, both lefties. Um, And Burleson is just due, man. I mean, he's been killing the ball and just hasn't been rewarded for it. Weatherholt did hit a home run 2 nights ago, which was pretty. He killed it. So he's pretty on the ball as well. So I do like Blaze Jordan. I'm not a many people aren't a big fan of him, but he does bat righty, so I'm gonna stay away from him this game. If I did have to do a Cincinnati player, I would have to go righty on Dustin May. I mean, here we go again. I mean, Sal Stewart, he's a righty, but he's been crushing the baseball as of recently. So I wouldn't put it past Sal Stewart. He hits righties really well. 474 slug. Ellie De La Cruz is obviously looking great. Chalk play, though, I mean, not a big fan of taking chalk play. Tyler Stevenson, 17 launch angle. I mean, that's impressive. 463 slug. I mean, he's a righty, though, so I'm not really the biggest fan of not taking platoon. JJ Bleday, another great lefty. In my opinion, he gets under the ball really well. Already has 17 home runs on the season, so my home run pick would definitely be JJ Bleday or Sal Stewart here, along with Weatherholt and Burleson here. I also don't mind Jordan Walker just because of how much he's been killing the ball recently and his slugging percentage. But he doesn't have the platoon average, so I'm going to personally stay away, but I would definitely take him if I wasn't like how I am. So, Nelson, I'm not a big, I mean, Nelson is a great baseball player. He's not a great home run hitter. I think his stats go out like to me all the time. I mean, they pop out of the screen at me many times every single time that I research. But as you can see, only 4 home runs on the year. I mean, I just don't. It's just not there for me yet. So I'm just not gonna want to stay away from him. So we got one more game here with the Angels and the Giants. And we have Grayson Rodriguez and Logan Webb on the mound. I don't know if how long everyone's been betting on baseball, but Logan Webb can absolutely get blown up. So we have a righty. I'm not really caring about how bad his stats are or whatever, just because I've just seen Logan Webb get blown up many, many times. So we have a righty. Josh Lowe is one that can definitely send one out as a lefty. But let's look. I do Logan O'Hoppe as well, but he's just not been the same since last year, so I'm not the biggest fan of taking him. Joel Dell and Zach Nito are both righties, along with Mike Trout, along with Denzer Guzman. So if you're really gonna have to bet a lefty here, you go Josh Lowe. And then we have Grayson Rodriguez on the mound. This should be your number one game of the night. 55% hard hits, 92% exit velocity, 543 slug. I mean, the dude is just not an MLB pitcher. He is just not the type of pitcher that I would want in my bullpen. So he is a righty. So we have any lefty on the Giants. I mean, Casey Smith, man, he's a righty, but he's just been killing the baseball. So I don't mind him. Devers as well. He's been pretty hot as well. I do like him to get a hit. Devers especially to get a hit. I've kind of moved away from Devers home runs, but Devers to get a hit as well for sure. Willie Adames is a righty. I do like Bryce Eldridge a lot, especially since he's a lefty. I really, really, really do like his spot here. 6 home runs against the fastball, as we all know. This guy throws the fastball a lot, Grayson Rodriguez. So he's just really in a prime spot here. 55% hard hits, 492 slugging. I mean, the dude is just killing the baseball along with Casey Smith. So either of these two for home runs for me. Rafael Devers for hits for me. If you are betting this game, I honestly would target this game because this game's over under might be 10.5. Might be a home run derby along with the Cardinals and the Reds game. So um, I believe this will do it for me. If I did skip over a game in this slate, it's just because I don't like the matchup that most batters have. Usually, if there's an ace on the mound, if they're a good ace, I usually try to stay away from the game. I will bet strikeouts as well, but if you guys do want to see strikeouts, just let me know in the comment section. Especially continue to let me know how I can improve these videos on the comment section for you guys because I'm really am trying something new, branching out. I'm gonna continue to fill this out. Maybe I'll post this in the comment section as well. I mean, I really don't know what you guys want me to do, but I will continue to get better and expect these every single day. And let's see how we do tomorrow night. So, you guys have a good night.